Assalamu alaikum. This is the continuation of our previous classes, which is on forest, types of forest. We want to look at types of forest. In our last class, we talked about the two main types of forest, which is deciduous forest and evergreen forest. So today we would like to see types of forest trees that comes from hardwood, or that are deciduous forest. So we are going to use this map to explain where this type of forest, like mangrove forest, freshwater swamp, rainforest, and derived forest. We are going to use this map to explain it. This is map of Nigeria. And let's start with mangrove forest as one of the examples of hardwood. Mangrove forest is found in the tropical region. And when you look at this map, this letter X that you are seeing here, this mark the area where mangrove forest can be sighted. And the type of trees, or the type of tree that is found in this environment, is what we refer to as rhizophora. So this type of tree, they are found at the intersection of land and sea, or they are found at the intersection of land and fresh water or river. So when you look at all this area, these are riverine area, coastal area. So when you look at this, we have river delta here. We have river delta, and when you look at the eastward direction, towards the eastward direction here, somewhere here we have an Atlantic Ocean here. So when you look at it, we have what we call brackish water. What is brackish water? Like the Delta River we are talking about here, the Delta River part of it can drain into the Atlantic Ocean to form what we call brackish water. Brackish water is an example of salt water, but it's not as salty as ocean or seawater. So in that area, rhizophora plant can be found, and we have different species of rhizophora. There are some rhizophoras, their root will completely remain inside water, and there are some species that have area root, that is, part of their root outside, and there are some species that grown at the shore of the river. So that is what mangrove forest. Then, and in mangrove forest here, there are some animals that live here, like birds, some crustaceans like crab, prawn. They also live here. Monkeys, they live here. Then, having known this, let's look at where this kind of forest can be found in Nigeria. We can get it in what? In Lagos State. Lagos State, mangrove forest can be found around this place. Then Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, then Calabar. So we can find, as a mangrove forest can be found in what? In these areas. Then let's quickly look at freshwater swamp. Freshwater swamp. When you look at this one has something in common with mangrove forest, because the soil in freshwater swamp are saturated with water. They are waterlogged area. You understand? The land is covered by water. So they have similar characteristics with what? With mangrove forest. And they are found in a lowland or floodplain area or valley. These are the places where freshwater swamp can be found, and this letter Y denotes freshwater swamp area. And that is why at times this area will be referred to as mangrove swamp. To be referred to as what? Mangrove swamp. Then let's look at rainforest. The rainforest, this is the place where we have more species of trees in the whole world. More species of what? Trees in the whole world. You can have up to like 100 to 300 species of trees in 1 hectare. In 1 hectare. So when you look at rainforest, the average rainfall in this forest is about, the average rainfall is about what? Is about 100 to 500 centimeters when you measure it with rain gauge. Then, and when you look at it, the humidity varies between 67 to 88. That is the humidity. Then, and when you look at the temperature really rise more than 21 or drop. It really rise more than 38 or drop below 21 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius. So it hardly rise above this temperature, and it hardly drop below this temperature. So these are the characteristics of rainforest. And the example of trees I've mentioned in our last class, like Iroko tree, Obeche, mahogany, African walnut, banana plantation, they are found in this forest, rainforest. And that is what I represented with letter Z that you are seeing here. An example of areas where rainforest can be found are Abeokuta, Ibadan, Akure, Benin City, so and so on. Then let's quickly look at the ripe forest, or what we refer to as savanna. The ripe forest is gotten as a result of human activities. Human activities like deforestation, that is cutting down of trees, burning forests. So, and in the ripe forest, you discover that there is discontinuation of what canopy. There is discontinuation of what canopies. Like in rainforest, there is continuation of what canopies. You understand? So you discover that the canopy or the branches of trees will cover the whole soil. You get what I'm trying to say here? It will cover the whole soil. But in the case of the ripe forest or the savanna that we are talking about here, there's discontinuation of what canopies. You understand? So there is gap. When you see tree here, then maybe you move, you see another tree, and there's space where sunlight can penetrate to supply other shrubs and grasses that need sunlight to manufacture their own food. So this area where the ripe forest can be found, this place I represented with figure 8 here. So that is that. So we are going to stop here for this class. This class or this lesson is meant for JSS2 and JSS3, though it serves as a revision for JSS3 because they have done it before. If you have any question pertaining to what I've been saying so far, you can reach me on my WhatsApp. I believe you have my number already. So this is 080-681-427. 00681-42738. This is my WhatsApp number. 00681-42738. So you can reach me on WhatsApp. Any problem, if there's any complaint, and you are expected to draw this map at home, map of Nigeria that shows vegetation distribution, in Nigeria. So that is your assignment. Make sure you draw it. Thank you.